Alright guys, we're just putting the list now. The two lists that are facing off today is an exciting quad TLT. Of course with twin laser turret, unhinged astromech, so it's Thug Life. It's by Kelly, a local player from San Diego. It's probably one of the best quad TLT players. And then Charles England is flying Poe, Fen, and Wedge. We're about to have that detail up here pretty soon. So let's switch to the game match. And we're just entering the listen now.
Yeah.
I'm just not ready to head out, is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Check with Dawn to make sure.
I'll let him know.
Yeah, thank you. Are they contained? Oh, okay.
So Charles here, he brought, looks like rocks, and Kelly brought debris. Kelly's trying to spread out these debris as much as possible. Anyone in chat, you guys want to comment how the other regionals meta has been today? I know Gold Squadron has a stream up, and a couple other places do. Here. It's just on the other side.
I used genetics.
Is that his wallet?
England.
Yep.
Country.
Okay, so everything is up there now. And let me get the timer ready. Okay. It doesn't start yet. All right, so Mitch, what do you think about this matchup?
Let's see. Pretty good matchup here. I've played against Kelly's a couple times. He's pretty good with those with the thugs. Pretty good at spreading them out so that you can't really donut hole a lot of them at once. Wedge has got a good amount of firepower, or Charles has got a good amount of firepower at high PS, but it probably is going to take him 2 rounds to actually get that first kill. Depending on whether or not he can shoot to range 1. With 2 of the guys, depending on flight assist for the repositioning, one of flight assist weaknesses is it doesn't really help you range control in the go from 2 to 1 part of the joust. Like it helps you decide whether to stay out or engage at 3, but it because of the in-arc requirements, it's a little bit tougher to set up there. On the other side, Kelly's list isn't heavily dependent on his dice mods. He's just looking at throwing as many sets of dice as possible. So Hot Shot and Fen are going to get limited mileage. I mean, they're going to strip some modifications, but it's probably not going to make or break the list. I think it's going to come down to whether or not he can take out Poe in the early game. Just if you get Poe into the late game, he'll be dodging auto thruster or TLT hits left and right. It's at least not completely one-sided because Poe can, Poe's only got 2 dice.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can just get lucky and roll the 3, and then there's not much Poe can do.
Yeah, 2 dice and then no R2D2. So that 1 damage Poe takes, he can't reject.
Exactly. Looking at rock setup here, looks like one of the players brought debris and the other one asteroids. Probably willing to bet that the asteroids are probably brought by Charles. Engagement-wise, looks like the best lanes here. The Ys are going to blow up into that open space, and then you're probably going to see the Charles's list kind of come in through the center, engage between the obstacles on the left side of the board. Should probably give him, if Charles goes down the side of the board, or Kelly goes down the side of the board, it'll give him a good opportunity to get behind him, or just K-turn on him if it turns into a joust.
Yeah, he does have BB-8 with Poe, so he can kind of range control a little bit, get into the donut holes, but the one time he doesn't, Poe, I think, is going to take a ton of damage.
Yeah.
So Wedge uses flight assist to boost.
All right, so we're getting really aggressive here. So like I said, the engagement's going to come basically down between those obstacles. I don't think they're going to be able to close range next turn. I would probably be expecting short moves from Kelly in the following turn. And then Charles will probably try to press in far, looking to close the distance and rapidly.
Now those Y-wings look stressed. What move caused that to be stressed? 4 straight?
Yeah, they're 4 straight. But he's got unhinged, so he's got greens on all of his 3 moves, so he'll clear it no problem. But he's just looking to get himself up and forward around those obstacles. You can't really see it too well on the map, but there's that debris cloud off of the right end of Wedge, front and right, kind of blocking his right maneuvers. I'm looking at him, expecting him to go that way. We've got a coordinated boost over here from Poe. Or from Fen to Poe. Should probably end up just out of range of that last guy. He's actually got a pretty good chance of planting Poe in that range 1 bubble coming this following turn. Looking from Kelly's position, he doesn't want to get ranged one, or he doesn't want a whole bunch of guys in his donut hole. Given what's going on here, Y-wings, unfortunately, I think they've only got straight moves to clear stress, if I remember correctly. So that means they're either going 3 banks due to use unhinged, but that's going to probably swing them too wide. I'd say either a short 1 straight just to get stressed and get mods, or coming in, come in 1 bank and go unstressed. I think a 3 bank takes them too far to the outside and lets the X-wings come inside them.
Do you think those X-wings are going to do something like a 4 straight?
I would expect something pretty hard. I think a 4 straight. Let me try to do it. Yeah, I don't think they can block the 4 straight. It's a little hard to see with the perspective on this, but I think a 4 straight doesn't get blocked by their 3 banks. And then if they do something shorter, they can close the distance, or at least Poe can. Wedge is going to be hung out there a little bit.
Alright, so they just revealed their dial. Let's see how it looks like he's clearing stress. 3 straight, at least that one.
Don't like this. It kind of exposes their side. Wedge will be out there, but Poe's going to be able to slip in behind him nice and easy and probably stay there for several rounds.
Now, Kelly made top 16 last year at the San Diego Regionals. He's a very good player. He went undefeated in the Swiss last year, getting knocked out with the Racklow list, or not Racklow at the time, but Iraq Inquisitor list with Michael Deegan. So this year he looks to try to make the cut again. Let's see what Wedge Wedge did. One straight. That kind of surprises me. Because he doesn't have any auto thrusters on Wedge, of course.
No.
This is an X-Wing.
I mean, he could be just looking to get multiple turns of engagement with Wedge. By, blowing in, if he blows in too close, yeah, he makes the donut, but then he probably loses a round afterwards.
Sure.
The shorter move on Poe, though, isn't bad because, he's got that boost to kind of correct his positioning. So right now he's got an opportunity to blow in bank left and then pick up, to get into range 1 on at least 1, possibly 2. And then with BB-8 the following turn, he can roll right and then bank left to avoid somebody trying to short stop him by moving the guys in the back of the formation first for like a self bump. So Wedge is going to do a lot of damage. I expect him to get kind of focused with that that -1 agility. So I think that's probably going to be his first. Ooh, we got a bump. Looks like he was trying to push hard to bring Fenn up into range.
That's kind of huge. No coordinate.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to get those dice online. Figuring the extra dice from Fenn's better than the action. So I don't know what they're measuring for right yet. Probably shooting. So we got the first attack from Fenn, 2 hits. And looks like a pair of focuses on defense. And he spends it, so no damage. That's pretty lucky for the Y-Wing. And then we got Wedge selecting target, probably into that same guy he just pulled the token off of. 3 hits, and then he's only going to get 1 defense due to Wedge's ability. He rolled too many dice.
They caught it. They're saying he rolled a blank anyways, I think.
Alright, so he re-rolls, but he doesn't have tokens, so he's going to take all 3, so that'll be the shields off of...
we'll just call that number 1.
Off of number 1 here. I got a range 1 from Poe. So it looks like he's Poe's ability, so hit, crit. Blocks 1, so he's taken 2 here at least. What kind of card we got?
Looks like a direct hit.
I'll wander over.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. I'm going to send Trevor down here to see if we can get them to show the cards in the box. At this point, we got the TLTs getting ready. He's measuring from the back guy first to see kind of what kind of range he's going to have. It looks like it was a direct hit from that crit from Poe. Can't quite tell who he's swinging at right yet. Looks like 2 or 1 blocked. Looks like they're going for Poe with the back guy here. There's an auto thruster adjustment. So he's got 2. Poe's going to get clipped there, by the looks of it. Next up, he's checking again. Looks like he's going to try and focus Poe down.
5 ghost Fenns out of the entire field.
So Joe Desmond just let us know that there's only 5 ghost Fenns out of 119 people.
111.
There's a
111.
couple buys that I haven't got a count for, but everyone I've talked to that has a buy is not running. So I think that's the number, give or take 1.
Alright, so 3 hits on the Poe, I believe. Or no, it was a wedge. It's automatic hit and another roll. That's the damage. I'll take a look at here after the end of this round. Is that the it? Yep. Nope. Oh, he's checking for Fenn's ability.
Yep, looks like he's just in. Just put the stress out. So he won't be able to spend that focus token when he throws his attack. Fenn does have to pick that ability before hearing his target, though. Made a difference there. He's only got 1.
Oh, he has a focus.
and it's enough to swing it. Second shot again, can't spend it. So it looks like it's 1 again with 2 focuses.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, Fen paid off there. Definitely 2 health blocked.
I'll go take a look.
There's 4.
4?
There's only 4. What is going on?
All right, get another round of TLTs. All right, we got Trevor going out for an updated damage count here. What we got?
Wedge has 1 damage card on him.
Wedge is down. All right,
Yep.
so update here is Wedge is down out of shields and has taken 1 damage. And then I think Fenrau is uninjured and Poe lost a shield.
Correct.
So as far as trades go, TLTs actually did a fair bit of damage to Charles's list, but I like the position that he's got. Like, you know, that BB-8 is going to put Poe in the perfect position to follow. Even if he tries to self-bump the back guy, I think Poe still might be able to clear a 1 bank if he rolls back right. And even if he doesn't, you know, even if he bumps, you know, it's still 1 guy that's not going to be taking shots on him. Meanwhile, the Sheathipede and Wedge are in very good position to close in. Not sure what's going to happen here. I think Kelly might just put on the speed, looking to keep Wedge in the bubble for another round. Like I said, he's got those fast 3 moves. Yeah, I don't think he wants to come in and joust.
You don't think he'll do like a hard 3 towards him?
Nah, I was wrong. Here he comes.
I think he can trap Poe.
No, like I said, that BB-8 makes Poe too squirrely. I think Poe's going to be fine. Poe might not be, you know, Poe's not going to be able to keep beat on the guy who just got hit, but he'll be able to roll back and follow. Looks like we're scattering here actually. Yeah, we're gonna have just Y-wings everywhere. And then depending on where this last guy goes, I think Poe might actually not want to. Looks like they're going to hold formation there, so I think Poe's just not.
They all K-turned.
Is that a K? I can't see the resolution on that. Wow, you're right.
The bases.
Oh,
Yep.
So that might make a pretty gnarly trap for Poe.
Turns off auto thrusters.
Yeah, it gives him range 1, but yeah, I'm not sure how Poe reacts to this.
Maybe he can BB-8 to the left, and then 1 bank.
I think you want to get straight on with them so that you can K-turn against them the following turn. So I'd probably, depending if he's got a bank, he's had to have done the bank. It's too many options.
3 hard.
3 hard. Oh man, he definitely called it. It's a very good spot for him to be in. Like
3
he's
Talon
gonna.
roll.
Oh no! Tell me that's not a Talon roll.
It fits.
Like I could see a 3 hard because then he's set up to K-turn against those 3 the following turn. Definitely a big call here.
So he's taking.
Well, on the plus side, it does line him up against the guy who took all that damage last round. So he can get a possible PS kill down there.
3 hard on Wedge. Does that fit?
It should, yeah. It'll end up right in the side arc of that damaged guy. And then I probably expect 2 bank to clear stress off of Fen.
I actually kind of like that. It ensures that guy dies.
True enough, yeah, with those guys looking at him, but I think...
He probably could have done that with just Wedge, though. But he didn't know that specific Y-wing
that move was coming in there, yeah. And What's we got? 2 bank, 2 straight, 2 bank.
Does he bump again?
I think he's gonna bump again. He's not really getting the leverage that
Fenn provides.
Yeah, but I mean, that guy pretty much saved Wedge's life because he blocked like 2 TLT hits in the last round, and the Wedge has only got 2 left. This round probably fires.
He's the only guy with a focus, so he's going to fire at him. Maybe strip the focus.
Yeah, I really would have fired Poe. I would have fired Poe first, to be honest, because that's his only shot. Is
True.
that guy?
Has to spend.
He spends, blocks. Yeah, really, tactics-wise, yeah, I'm hoping he fires Poe next. Otherwise,
Waste
fires
it.
away, yeah, waste that. There you go.
See if it's range 1 here. Looks like it.
So, only range 2 and just 1 from Poe ability.
Gets the
Planet gets the natties. Looks like Wedge is going to have to finish the job. I mean, it's got 4 dice into a naked defense. He's just got to roll 2 paint. Oh, there we go. 3 at least.
Did he forget to take an action earlier?
Not sure, but I mean, just that much is enough to get it done.
Oh, true. So he might still have a focus behind him.
Yeah.
Wrong one. There you go. Nope.
Oh,
Wedge is
sorry.
last one.
My bad. That's wrong. It wasn't Wedge. It was Wedge getting the kill, not taking the kill. Alright, and then we're out a Thug. Now the Thugs will probably take Wedge off the board here. I mean, they got Poe at the range 1, but
You got TLTs. Throw the 12 dice. Or, yeah, 12 dice. Or not 12 dice. What is that?
9
9
or
dice.
6, 8, or 6, 12, 18 dice
Nah.
from
that's hard.
TLTs.
It's 2.
It's gonna be a hit.
Looks like it was on Wedge. No, it was on Fenn Rao. Took the shield off of Fenn Rao. Dodged one. So Fenn Rao is shieldless. Wonder why he shot Fenn.
Surprised by that. Swapping targets here. I'm surprised he didn't go for the kill.
So 2.
1.
Takes 1. Off of Fenn again. 1 hit. Takes another hit. One hit. Dodges that one.
So many dice from these TLTs.
2 hits.
Gangsta over here.
Natty 2s.
Spraying and praying.
So Fenn Rao survives. Wedge is still alive even though his name's not crossed off. Or even though his name is crossed off. Let's see here if I can get rid of that. No, that's the order. We'll just leave it. It's fine. He's gonna die soon.
One would, yeah, I'll have to figure that out later.
Oh, there you go. All right, so Poe is in a really bad position. He's gonna stay out of combat this next turn.
There you go.
So Wedge, what do you think? A 1 bank towards the Y-wings, just YOLO, try to take something out.
Yeah, probably a 1 bank, just put the guns on target. Looking at Kelly's not afraid to throw those long moves. It doesn't look like, yeah, I don't think he took any damage apart from losing that wounded Y-wing.
Yeah.
That's definitely gonna cause him some pain. Poe's got to kind of take a turn off here. He's got to stress and is facing away from him. I don't think he's gonna come in because I don't think he wants to get in front of Poe. So probably just, you know, either shoot behind Poe or self bump to kind of stay there with the Y-wings. I'm expecting probably a straight out of Fenrau, bank out of Wedge. I have no idea what he's going to do with that Poe.
Fenrau is probably going to die this upcoming turn, or Wedge is going to die. Or
yeah,
both.
I'm surprised he didn't go for Wedge. Just, I mean,
Just
you don't want him. You don't want him going to work and then close like that. So, mark him, and it looks like
okay out here?
yeah, absolutely.
We're close to figuring out what we want to do with that question.
No worries.
I think it was just a bad time to ask.
Alright, looks like we got him pressing pretty hard here, jumping out over Poe. I think he might be. Looks like he's.
Bumps with that one, maybe?
Nah, that guy should make it. He should land like right behind Poe. Yeah, I don't think he's too concerned with shooting Poe. He's got two wounded, you know, with Wedge and Fen. I think Wedge might make, or one of them might make the bubble this turn, and I think the guy that doesn't make it gets, you know, gets all the hate there. But I don't know, he's probably have to move Poe and then boost him to get him out of the way of Wedge. Checking values. Looks like we got a 2-bank from Wedge coming in here, getting nice and tight. He's gonna range one, at least 2 of them, possibly a 3rd one. And Fenn's coming in as well. Short move on him, so that's going to leave him out there. So I don't know if he's going to... He might range one of them, but 2 of them are going to probably tear him up. He might be able to keep himself on the table if he uses his hot cop and his stress ability to try and shut down 2 of their attacks. So they're going, and he's going to play defensively as well. So I think he's looking to try and keep him on the board for at least 1 more turn. He's got a self bump with Poe over here. Interesting position. I kind of like it, actually. It keeps Poe tucked in and tight. He doesn't have much play with BB-8 to the right side, but if Kelly does another aggressive move, he can dial up that 1-bank and then kind of roll in. Poe can use a left roll and that 1-bank to kind of follow in fairly aggressively if Kelly tries to K-turn again. So it looks like we got shots coming here. Looks like we're going to fire into the corner there, I think. I can't tell where the shots are going. Yep, top right. Throws 1 and a focus. Doesn't spend the focus.
Looks like an evade.
And it looks like he gets the evade, but he forces the guy to spend out the tokens. So yeah, he's going to play defensively here.
Because he can't kill a Y-Wing, at least he can take the one that has a shot off.
Well, I mean, yeah, if he stripping tokens and mods and then holds a focus for himself, he's got a possibility, especially if only 2 of them got range on him. There's Wedge. Oh, that hurt.
Now they'd be rolling no dice, so he can choose to spend the focus, do 2 damage at least.
He should, yeah. There you go.
He pretends rolls.
So
2 damage
I'm not sure.
We'll say Y-Wing number 2.
We'll go with that. So next one. Alright. And I think that's it for his shot. So now the Thug's got to figure out their plan of attack. I think they're going to try and take Fen off the table here. Can't read those dice.
Spends a focus to get out.
So he's out for that one. Shot 2.
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, and then I think he's got the next guy going in there. Yep.
The one without a focus. One hit. Dodges it. 2 hits. Does not get the natty, so he takes one.
He's
One
gonna
health left.
Clip him for 1. Takes him down to 1. I don't know if that third Thug has any shots at all here.
Extra starting gun. Starting.
It's got in my car.
In your car?
In my bag. I believe there might be one. I'm not gonna make sure.
All right, looks like they've gone back to dials. So yeah, that third Y-wing didn't have a shot. Everybody was packed in tight around him, kind of like a parking lot here.
So that's kind of key. Fenrau didn't die.
Yeah, but no, I think Fenrau's defensive tactic was work. You know, he took the token for himself rather than coordinating the lock, and then with suppression plus hot copy, he was just able to swing it enough not to die.
So if he can kill that injured one, the Thug number 2, this next turn it'll be 2 Y-wings versus Poe, probably in the end game. Poe could do it, so it's possible.
Yeah, it looks like Kelly's got a couple of ways he could try and throw a short play, but I think there's too much room for that. I mean, short play will keep Poe out of the fight for another turn unless he goes for a Talon roll, but I don't see Poe dialing that. He can try to K that just guarantees that he gets the shots, which might not be bad. He's healthy enough right now that he can take a little bit more fire. It looks like we're gonna get 3 hard there from the inside guy. So yeah, looks like he peels one off and then throws K's. Two of them peel off. Given that outlay, yeah, it's probably a good chance of a bump from Fenrau. Wedge should be just fine.
Which is a 2 hard.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good position.
Yeah, so he's only under fire for maybe 2 of them. And then depending on how rolls go, I'm not sure which one. I think the one to Wedge's right is the one that took the damage, though.
Yeah,
so I don't think none of the Y-wings are going to die this turn. I'm not expecting that.
unless Poe can self-block Fen and Fen gets a kill. Actually, no, because he's at
not
6
weak
health.
enough, yeah. Oh, snap. That might be like a little triangle of death action there. Like Poe hit Fen, and then if Fen has got a 1, he can put 7 dice into that guy.
Looks like he's moving.
No.
Too big
He's
to
got a
wait.
back arc. Yeah. I think that's still 7 dice. Yeah, 4 from Poe, 3 from Fen.
He can coordinate a target lock on a Poe. Or take a focus for defense.
Yeah, that guy's looking at 6 health. It's possible. He might pick that guy off. Or at least put him in a position to die next turn.
So he focuses for Fen.
That's good. Yeah, if he doesn't use it on the attack, it'll at least give him a shot at trying to survive. That Y-wing in the upper corner, however, is going to have basically free shots on him. I mean, he didn't have any tokens. And Fen is covering the other guy, so.
So two focuses, chooses not to spend.
Why did he only throw 2? Did he attack the further guy? I guess he's trying to strip focus.
Maybe the further guy is the injured one, maybe. Or he's trying to strip the focus.
Strip. So that way he doesn't that way he keeps his dial for next turn. So no damage there. He's trying to figure out whether or not to swing with Poe or. I think so. I think the further guy out was the damaged one. It looks like.
Poe, I think, has range 1. Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, 3
that's
hits and a crit. Or is that 2 crits? 2 crits.
Nice. He's got only 1 shield, so this is gonna hurt.
Takes all of it. So shield.
3 cards coming out.
Yep. Crit.
2 of them face up. Oh, that's some pain.
I'll go see what those damage cards are.
And then he's trying to look to see if he can get the pick off with Fen here, or with Wedge. Looks like he doesn't have it.
Alright, damage sensory and stun pilots.
Okay. Wedge got lucky. He threw 3. And then we got the last. Yeah, he doesn't even get to throw defense.
So
that 3 went into a different thug.
yeah, I'll say thug number 3.
Alrighty.
So 1 hit. Fen dodges. I'm assuming that's on Fen. 2 hits.
Oh no.
Takes the damage.
So
Dies.
I believe that's the end of Fen, right?
Oh no, he threw that into. Yep, threw that into Fen.
And Fen has been removed.
Seeing if that Y-wing has arc on Poe. Might be a judge call.
And then yeah, looks like he's gunning for that for Wedge over there.
Just 1 hit. 2
Throws
days.
natties. I think those are blank.
So Wedge survives another turn.
That's definitely gonna hurt. I think I can't tell. Did he K-turn with that?
That Y-wing, yeah.
Yeah.
Just shot.
So I think obvious move there for Wedge. I think he just throws a K himself. Post up behind that guy. Make sure he gets at least 1 more shot.
Kelly is in the lead with points right now. Fen Rao is worth 26. Each of his thugs are worth 25.
Yeah, but I think they got that only 2 health left on that thug near the bottom of the screen. It's, caught 2 crits. You said it was a damage sensor array, and what else?
And a stun pilot.
And a stun pilot. No actions, but those weren't really huge for him. Get those added in there. And those crits won't matter a whole lot. Guys, the action to focus are hurt a little bit, but he's not likely to get into a bump or a block, being that he's moving first. There's that debris kind of hiding on that shield generator there in the picture on the mat there. So the bottom right Y is probably looking to bank out behind those rocks. Definitely wants to make sure he doesn't hit maybe a 3 hard away. And then probably a shorter move from the other guy that's in front of Poe, looking to get a block and chop him up. Or if Poe, burns hard, at least Cat, falling right behind him. I think the one at the top of the board is probably 3 straight, looking to clear his stress and get enough distance that he can at least return fire against Wedge's K-turn.
Yeah, I think 3 straight's pretty obvious. Gonna be it, unless he tries for a block maybe on Poe.
Nah.
But I don't think he's gonna.
No, I'm talking about this top guy up
Yeah.
here. That guy's not gonna reach Poe.
So that way, Y-Wing's gonna do a 4K, I think. So he's not really afraid to do these K turns.
No, I mean, main guns work and they turn off auto thrusters, which makes it dangerous against Poe. I don't know if I'd have thrown that K turn there though to run the risk of Poe shooting past you and boosting out of
He's rolling for the debris, not a crit, so he's fine. Double stress though. But he had no actions anyways.
it was a different guy.
Or it was a different guy, true.
Well, yeah, but I mean, he had no actions with the stress
Yeah.
because from the K turn. And then Wounded Warrior over here. He just wants to get out of dodge. Probably hoping not to see that 3 straight out of Poe. But I think the more conservative move from Poe is probably a short move, like a 1 or a 2.
Now he did take a focus with that Y-Wing. I'm not sure if they remember about damage sensor array,
Or we might just have
or
the
we might
wrong
just
guy.
have the wrong
We
Y-Wing.
might be tracking the wrong crit.
Now we're not judges or anything. We can't interfere with the game.
That and just watching it over here, we probably got the wrong call. So.
Yeah, true. We're not gonna get a judge involved for any of that type of stuff. So Wedge does do the K turn. Looks like it's gonna be range 2.
Yeah, so probably trading shots. But Wedge has got with that astromech, he's got at least 3 more health, so he should hang on for 1 more turn maybe.
Oh, he took off the focus, rolled for damage sensor array. We do have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he took away the focus, rolled for damage sensor array instead. Poe, assuming he's going to reveal a green move here. BB-8's a 1 big, or BB-8's a barrel roll. Maybe a 3 straight.
I wouldn't. No, it can't be a 3. Yeah, so I wouldn't go for that. He's trying to creep into the 1 bubble on the guy at the top of the screen.
I see.
I don't know, maybe a target lock.
I would
Because
just
that guy,
block.
yeah, because that guy's wounded. He might be able to kill that guy, be in range 1 of the other guy, and only eat dice from one attacker. So Poe trying to pick that guy off. He's only got 2 health, so it's entirely possible for a kill here. Oh,
One hit. He's going to spend the target lock.
yeah. If he pulls double focus, he might spend the focus here. No,
It's like 2 hits.
2 hits. So
Still die.
evade.
Evade, man.
So
Just
he
green
pulls it out.
dice.
So we got that Y-wing at 1 health, but Poe's in a pretty decent position to follow. And then a range 2 shot from Wedge into the other Y. Posting up 2, hit crit.
No dice.
No dice, so he
Loaded,
just
loaded.
takes it. So it looks like
Crit.
it's into the hall.
I'll go see what the crit is after this round.
TLT's looking to do damage here.
Can be Wedge.
Probably, yeah, I'd be looking to throw as many dice at him as possible. Looks like a damage card came out on Wedge.
I think Wedge just died. Two cards.
Astro.
Unobstructed. Nothing.
And second shot for the money.
Probably
There's
dead
2.
Wedge. Let's see here. Let's see,
Wedge.
get those His naturals. He does.
He
again.
does. Oh, wow.
Man, they both have been pretty hot when they needed it.
That's going to be big. That's going to be probably another 2 to 3 damage into the back of that Y-wing.
He does have one more shot here. It's going to be
he's got one.
obstructed.
He's in range.
Yep.
Oh, right. This could do. Ooh, and that's
Crit.
2. He's got 3.
Nope.
Doesn't pull it off there.
So Wedge goes down.
Wedge is out. So it's Poe versus the world here.
He needed that one Y-wing to die.
Yeah. It's not too bad. Poe can probably throw like a straight 1 or something like that, or maybe a straight 2. I'd probably just do the 1 in case that other Y comes in on the side of him. Oh.
Wedge just got ting, 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 ting.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're actually watching that game.
Yeah, we're commentating on it.
Alright,
What's on that other guy's
That crit is a major hull breach.
Major hull breach.
So all future damage cards are going to be face up unless he actions to flip it down.
Yeah, I mean, he's got not a lot of pressure on him here. So, I mean, I'd see him probably just making a turn and flipping it down. Guy at the top's 3 sharp south, maybe 2 sharp south, just to kind of keep it a little bit tighter behind Poe. The guy at the bottom of the screen, bottom left, probably bank 1, maybe hard 2, just to kind of stay in behind. And then I'm thinking 3 sharp left north with the wounded guy with 1 health left. Poe, on the other hand, probably does like a short 1. I wouldn't want to dial up a 3 on the off chance that Y at the bottom of the screen comes in to block the barrel roll and leaves me stuck going on a rock. But Poe's actually got, because he can either roll left or right to kind of get around that rock a bit.
See if he remembers to flip major hull breach down, because it can't come in play later on.
Yeah, I mean, he's got at least another turn before it becomes immediately relevant.
He focuses instead, just going to try to do damage.
Yeah,
to
he's
Poe.
not under fire yet. He'll probably see it coming before it's before he gets up. Like, I don't see any way Poe does a Talon, not with a 1 health
Yeah.
Y in front of him.
Just a 1 straight off the debris, clears 1 stress, keeps 1.
Right. It's all up to Poe here. So, probably a BB-8 move. Yeah, he's got to figure out which way he wants to go to get around these rocks. If he wants to go south or north. He's gonna drop. Looks like he's gonna drop at the south end of the screen. Find out whether or not he had the banker straight dialed in.
So a little bit about Charles. He's a TO for GMI Games in Riverside. So he gets the day off and gets a play today.
Alright, so yeah, he's going to use the boost to bring it in nice and tight, throw those 4 dice. So he's only got 1 more health on that Y, so it should be an easy kill. Failing that, he's got pretty much next round nothing better to do, given the other guys his positions.
So 3 hits with Poe's
3
ability.
hits, and that'll seal the deal. Rolls 1, so he's going to only deal out 2 more cards. That's the end of number 2. And he's got a bunch of dice to get thrown at him now. Poe did lose 1 shield in that early engagement, and he's got no regen. So anything he takes is going to stick. So he's got a little bit of opportunity. It's probably going to take Poe about 2 rounds to get around this rock and get back in the fight. So
Bends the focus for 2 hits.
yeah, I probably would have tried to save to push to 3. Poe's going to pull natties. Out of arc, Poe almost always throws the 2.
There's the 3. It's going to take a damage.
Yeah.
Shield off of Poe.
And next set, so we got 2 on the first. Poe pose out. And then 2 more. And that's going to be auto thruster Poe ability for plot armor there. He's
Alright, so Poe, if he kills that Syndicate Thug number 3 up at the top there,
he's got points.
he's got points. There's 30 minutes left.
No, I don't think this one's going to time.
Yeah,
I think somebody's dying. It's pretty easy once you get behind these guys. I don't know if he wants to try and bring his arc into play or just kind of try to leverage, dice over rounds. The guy at the top of the screen still got that major hull breach that he needs to think about clearing. He was kind of good to leave it sitting next round. Given the way we're gonna roll, I'm probably looking at maybe a hard 2, hard 3 from Poe and then a boost to whip him around that rock. And then the Wise, you kind of know where he's going to be. I don't see the hard move south. Yep, Judge has just called 30 minutes, which is right on with our clock. Looks like he did hard 2 with the Thug. I think that guy was still carrying his stress. And then another hard 2 from the next guy, so it looks like he's trying to pull Poe's auto thrusters offline here. Let's see if he goes for the focus or the crit. All right, so he's staying on offense here. And then Poe's probably hard 3, so he's looking to burn around those rocks as quick as he can. Probably throw a boost to...
Where's that Talon roll? Talon roll.
What? In front of the rock. I don't like it. I suppose he could do 1 straight the following turn and then use BB-8 to whip around the rock. That is definitely one of the advantages of that build over your standard R2-D2 build. So he'll be able to trade some dice, but I think he's got range 3. I think this engagement still favors Poe. So I'm not sure whether he's going to go after the wounded guy. Throws doubles crits.
See a focus. So you're going to spend it. I didn't go after the wounded guy.
So he went after the full health guy. Looks like he maybe did 1 shield.
Yeah, I did 1 shield.
Probably because the obstruction might have been in play, or the range die would have been in play on the other guy.
2 hits, 2 evades from Poe.
Yeah, should be a whole bunch of this turn. 1.
Should
Poe
double blanks.
Has he got thrusters or they are 2?
No, it's rage 2.
So
Poe takes the shield.
So I believe that shield's down for Poe. And then last guy, this will be coming from downtown, so Poe's focus thrusters here. Yeah, I wouldn't go for any spending unless I'm pushing to 3. Yeah. And then second one,
Might as well
smoke
spend
him
it
if
at
you
this
got
point.
him, yeah. Poe
Sure.
thrusters, and he's gone. So they chipped up another hit point off of Poe. Honestly, I think Poe's move is 1 straight here, kind of chilling behind that rock. The Y-Wings, the back guy could probably just 1 straight and just, joust him through the rock. Man, I can't really see the screen as well on that other guy. Probably a hard move out for the top guy on the screen.
I'm really surprised he went after Thug number 4 that last turn instead of just trying to get some damage with Thug number 3.
I think it was range 3 is just trying to make sure he could score damage. The extra die was probably in play. So he's coming in hard here. Oh, wow, that's a little bit too close. I don't like it. I think Poe did the 1.
Takes a crit.
That's going to be into the shielded guy. So he lucked out there. And the next guy throws a short move behind the rock.
All damage cards are still face up on him.
And he went focus, man. He's looking to just press his 2-to-1 advantage here. Unfortunately, he's gonna be stuck in close against that other guy.
Just with the one bank.
One bank. Oh, he went away.
He can boost in and take a range 1 shot. Unless he has arc already, but I don't think he does.
If he boosts into that arc, he's gonna let the other guy take shots on him.
True. He's gonna go for the boost.
Yeah, he's got to throw dice. Kelly is up 7 points, so he can't, he can't just sit there and rely on his defenses to win this game for him. So I think it's the range 1 trade that he wanted there.
Everything is face up again, so it's really like 3 crits.
He got but 1 to throw. I think he throws it, and Kelly's dice are on fire, so he's going to eat 2. And I think that Hull Breach was still active.
Major explosion. I think he just took another.
And that'll finish him off.
Yep, he rolled the major explosion into the crit.
So it's a rather spectacular finish for that Y-Wing.
So now Charles is up ahead on points. 24 minutes left still. Against Y-Wing with 6 health. It's kind of critical. If he has that 3rd die, I think Poe's invincible here. If he gets 2, he can get above the 3 dice with 3 hits.
Yeah.
So Judge is getting called.
Oh man, it's razor close.
Alex Nobles is doing the measuring here. He's the TO, the marshal for today.
Alright, so you get him to do the Empire safe maneuver, or the out of here thumb over the shoulder after it. Alrighty, find out which way the call went. So looks like 1. Poe can't not. He does. So it looks like the rock was in play. And that's another 1. So Poe is mathematically safe.
Yeah. Okay, it was just 1. I thought it was 2 hits.
Yeah.
Oh, he did take a hit. It was 2 hits. So
Oh, that was 2? Okay, so Poe clipped 1 into the hull. So 2 health Poe versus 6 health Y-Wing. Poe's probably going to shoot up north. Looks like boost to maybe bring it in. If I were Kelly, probably try and swing south.
That's what I was thinking.
Kelly probably swing south. Try and juke Poe around those rocks for 1 more turn. Yep, sure enough, that's what he went for.
Like Joe Desmond just said, I think he could run away for 22 minutes.
Oh, certainly.
I've done it before. I could do it. Or I think Charles can.
Yeah, but I don't think Charles is going to run.
I don't think so either.
Just from having played him, I don't think he likes doing it. Sure enough, there it is. He's going to turn around and fight.
Correct. Charles does have points now. He scored 75. Kelly scored 57. See if they're in range. I don't think they are.
So let's see if we actually got a trade here. No, we don't. So they were just out of range. So the Y is doing the only move he's got. Pose clear and stress. So that probably means a bank maneuver.
One bank. I would stay there behind that rock.
Yeah, I wouldn't get any closer. Grab a target lock, chill out.
Good call.
And then the dice get thrown. So Poe throws from downtown through a rock, looks like. He's going to post all 3.
Hit crit. 2 evades. Man, Kelly's
Wow.
green dice has been perfect.
So only loses a shield. That's good. Didn't really want to take any crits there.
Is he going to spend for 3?
Oh, you got to spend for 3. This is
Yeah,
your
this
moment.
is your chance. Poe ability out.
Only 2. You need like trip blanks here though.
Auto thrusters and
Thrusters and out.
unless he forgot about auto thrusters. Unless it was just barely range 2. Yep. Yeah,
Was it
must
range
be barely
2?
just
Oh
range 2.
wow! So Poe's down to a 1 health. This is going to turn into a razor thin game here. He'll see range 1 and possible shooting for a PS kill, but I think that Y is still sitting on 5 health.
So it does have a target lock still, so he can use his action to reposition.
Yeah.
If I was the Y-Wing, I would just do what, a 3 bank towards Poe. I don't think, unless Poe does a 4K or something, he's not going to be able to get arc.
Yeah. It's a hard one.
This is the move to kind of guess right here.
Yeah, I think 3 bank. Only 1 move beats the 3 bank. There it is. And then yeah, I think Poe's only counter move to this is 4K, or yeah, I think 4K.
If he does the 4K, though, it can win him the game.
Yeah.
Because the Y-Wing won't have a shot. He'll have a range 1 shot with target lock focus and then follow up PS kill him the next turn.
Oh yeah, I mean he'll just be riding his bumper too. It's dangerous to have ships behind you that can do 1 straight boost.
Yeah.
They're hardest ones to shake in the game.
So it doesn't look like it looks like he does a green move.
It was the more conservative one, because I think the 4K loses to anything that went down the board. And then next turn he'll have to bump, but that'll give that'll put the engagement back out at range 3 if Poe K turns. Which is I think where that I think that's where the Y-Wing wants to engage next turn. Is I think he wants to land at the 3.
Yeah.
Because he'll deny the range bonus for Poe. He'll pick up the extra die himself.
And he'll automatically roll 2 evades because that's what it's been.
Yeah.
They've
Kelly-
both been rolling like pretty hot. Like yeah, Poe like with mods he was gonna get out, but he was like rolling those 2 natties anyways.
Yeah, Kelly rolls like a god. Forgot that about playing with him.
Yeah.
Last time I faced off against Kelly, he was running the Auto Blaster Thugs. 5 of those guys.
It's like a 3 hard away.
Yeah, puts that distance out there. Like I said, Poe's either got to use Talons or K's to turn around. He is still up on points, but I don't know that I'd try to pull a runaway here. I don't know. He's got boost, big move plus a boost can take him out.
He goes for the 4K now.
4K, so that's as favorable as you can ask for with the Y, and it's he's going to get probably at least 2 more rounds, because even with a 3 straight boost, the Y can counter with a hard left to hold the engagement at 2 for at least 1 more round.
So range 3 at the Y here. Hit crit.
Oh, he's got 2.
Gets the 1
He
evade.
pulls another one out, so 2 in there. As long as this isn't blinded pilot, I think he's favored. Double damage. There's not a lot of text on that card.
Might be. Let's see here. As long as it's not blinded, we're fine. Not blinded. Gets a 3. That's
Oh,
game.
that's it right there.
Poe can't roll out of that. Oh, why is it? Huh?
I think he's rolling too
Unless
many
it's
dice.
obstructed, rolling too many. Oh, okay, now they realize. Okay, that is game. So Kelly wins the first round versus Charles, 100 to 75. So not great MOV for a win. Decided too bad at MOV for a loss here for Charles. So we'll see you guys back here pretty soon. So after the 15 minutes is up here for the first round, they're going to try to start 15 minutes right after that. So looking about in a half an hour. So around 12:30, come back here. Alrighty, so we'll see you guys here in a bit. Mitch, you want to say goodbye since you're starting?
Just thank you guys for all watching. I just gotta go get in the zone because now they're dumping all the people with buys into the Shark Tank here. So
See you guys here in a bit. All right, guys, we're actually going to do a raffle drawing here. So pay attention, and once... What?
You put the image up.
Yeah, I can put the image up. Let's see here. We're going to give away some poker chips. It's going to be a set. We have 5 sets, so 5 Palps and 5 C3POs. So the first set we're going to give away, let me take a look here, do a random drawing. And then we're going to try to get Kelly on for an interview. So the first... Alright, so the first winner is going to be Naked Wookie. So Naked Wookie, send us a message through the Whisper feature, and we'll get in touch with you, get your address, and we'll send it off to you. Again, during lunch here, I believe lunch is after round 2, we're going to give away a pair of mats. They're Coruscant, and they come together for an epic mat, or you can use them 2 separately. So we'll give that away during then. But right now we're giving away these poker chips. So Naked Wookie, send a whisper to us. If you don't claim it, then we will give it away to someone else later. And now we're going to have Kelly.
Jernigan, I was pulling for you because I'm flying Pope.
Alright, so here's Kelly. You want, before we get started, you want to talk about kind of what you've achieved before in the past? You made top 16 last year, correct?
I did top 16 in the previous regionals, went 7-0, flying Y-wings, which is like, woohoo, go Thugs. I think my best achievement though is I've got both my son and my daughter flying regionals. This is like the 3rd year in a row for both of them, so it's really cool. It's, we made it a family thing.
Yeah.
I really enjoy having them around and doing this sort
They're
of thing.
really good too, both of them.
Yeah, and they both actually won local game store tournaments, so they can hold their own and they don't give up, and so I'm proud of them for that.
All right, really quick. So your list again was 4 TLT Syndicate Thugs with Unhinged, and then you face against Charles. We'll take a look here at his list. He's got Wedge Antilles, Fenral, Poe Dameron. So what were you thinking going into the match?
My initial thought was, like with most things, kill Fen first, but he didn't offer him up right away, so I ended up having to just take pot shots at Wedge and try to pick off some damage where I could. Then he finally started getting Fen in there, and then his dice started getting really good too.
You guys both had some pretty good greens. Like Poe, a lot of the times, like I was saying, like he was probably gonna get 2 evades with auto thrusters focus, but he kept rolling the 2 natural evades, didn't need to modify, and he kept rolling the 1 single evade. It was exciting.
That made it really, really fun, just watching the dice going back and forth. And when once Fen was gone, again, the token shenanigans go away, and I just went after just kill Wedge because he was damaged, and hoping I had enough left to finish off Poe, and it worked out in my favor.
Yeah, we mentioned here on the stream, and then you mentioned after how he had the opportunity to run away, but chose to stay and fight. It's kind of his more play style. He's more here to have fun.
Huge props for that. He could have, once he had that last Y-wing on, he could have just taken off and with boost in the barrel rolls. He could have just outrun me all game long, but he chose to stay in and fight for it, and huge props to the man. He's, that's top-notch playing. Let the dice go where they're going to go, and it could have gone either way. So
definitely. That three natural hits you needed at the end to kind of seal the deal. It worked.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for.
Come here, boy.
Want to introduce your son?
This is my boy Xander. He's flying robots today. He's awesome. Crack stem.
Did you win your first round? No. Maybe you'll win the next 5 or 4 straight. We'll get you on stream.
That'd be awesome.
Alrighty. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you very much. And
congrats on your win.
Awesome day. Thank you.
I think I know you.
Thanks, man.
Is this a
Yeah, no
live
problem.
stream?